It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up ahead, it's a big one. An AFC Championship game rematch. It's the Chiefs and the Jets under the lights on Thursday night.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here in the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
Corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly, you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. Nowhere to go that time. Might have got the yard up to the 25.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Amari Hooker, and the Jets are going to take possession of the football. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give them this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for touchdown right here out of the gate.
So the Jets now in great position here to start things out. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
11 MC paint. 12. Stop.
Now a first carry for their fullback. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
On 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
180.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Brees Hall with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to claim the all-time list. And the Jets are on the board here first in the season opener. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was capped off by a Brees Hall touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Spencer. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes, and the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And taken at the 46. Oh, good move. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
McPherson now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he gets his. Shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. That was swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Chop that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. Perfect start to the season on their 1st drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And we'll get this to the 32. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. Room here to run. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for a 1st down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, somebody either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Pretty effective opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the touchdown run earlier, and if he pops more of these 10 to 20-yard carries, could be a long game.
Yeah, those types of explosive runs wear down a defense. I think they need to add more people to the box, closer to the line of scrimmage, force them to throw the football, and see if they can slow them down that way.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On first down, Isaac. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll toss it out right here to Hall. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Here we go.
On second down, Isaac. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point in the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
On second down now, Isaac. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground. Isaac, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets will take over. And New York set to take the field. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now. It's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to lead it with Edwards alone on the draw. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And now comes the field goal unit on. And boy, this is asking an awful lot here. Maybe that's an understatement. And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he is going to lose yardage here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Burrow will throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. Buying time to his left. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. George Kittle with career touchdown number 60. And the Jets are able to add on to their first half lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
McPherson on for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so roughing the passer, I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's dependent on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Person. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 28-0 lead, you figure they're just going to be happy to take this lead right into the locker room. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Here we go.
And quickly they get to the line. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Here we go.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got to go score.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Here we go.
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Again, it's Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as they'll be forced to reckon with the Las Vegas Raiders. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And finally, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Jets, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
52 yards on the ground for him now on 9.
On 1, ready? 11. Stop!
Burrow going to get this out to Chase. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop!
And they go play action now. Burrow, he'll buy some time, and a big loss here as he's taken down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape.
Here we go, here we go.
It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Hey, we got to keep scoring. We got to keep scoring.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Looking right sideline, that's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 21 yards there, a big play on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, can.
Now Burrow. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Gotta go.
A toss left side for Hall. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now it's Burrow. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good, and they will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now here's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation that we're partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He finds his man, complete. It's Person. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He finds Douglas, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now it's Mahomes again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Douglas. Down inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium.
Here we go.
The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Isaac, and I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here we go on 4th down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run on 1st down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
McPherson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. And this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Mahomes now to throw. Looking left side of has got a man. That's Person. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And again, it's Mahomes. And that's knocked away and incomplete. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football back at their own 17. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard. They see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The offense for the Jets ready to take over. It has been quite a display here in the opening game of the new season. And really, they're putting the rest of the NFL on notice. They are going to be title contenders as now they look to finish things off in the fourth quarter.
11 mighty.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Burrow on play action. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, Isaac. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they don't get the reception. Incomplete. So now they're down to 17 seconds remaining. Mahomes will try again on second down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that.
And now here's another interception.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game one of many to come. Sitting next to you, really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now is part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.
So for the Jets, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.